I told myself, like, don't cry this video. Gosh, wow. It's so weird to be having this conversation with you guys, because, like, alright. Alright. What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If my voice sounds a little low, I just came back from Coachella, so I sound like a boy a little bit. Today's video is gonna be a little different. I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. It's been on my mind for a while, and I feel like I'm finally at a place where I have a very clear head about it, and yeah, I just want to spill out to you guys and keep it casual. It is literally 9 p.m. right now, but I'm actually so tired. I feel like it's midnight. Also, this makeup is like 10 hours old. I feel like this is one of those videos that I would normally try to film so many times and get it by like the 5th time, but this is the first time I'm doing it. I'm gonna try to keep it that way because, oh my god, I'm trying to make things perfect, and ugh, no, we're here. The camera's rolling. Let's do it. Yeah, okay. I have so much that I just want to spill out to you guys. So I guess for starters, I really want to make just a sit-down casual video just talking to you guys, because I feel like although I make a lot of sit-down videos on this channel, you know, normally I'm talking about makeup products and materialistic things. Not that that's a bad thing by any means, but you know, this is a lifestyle channel. And so I feel like I rarely get to sit down with you guys and just chat and just catch up and just be straight up. I do that a lot on my vlog channel, and so I feel like any of you guys who watch my vlog channel will kind of watch this and be like, yeah, no, I kind of like understand this, whatever. But for those of you who don't even watch those videos, then yeah, maybe this is honestly the first time you like really get to kind of discover a sliver of who I am as a person. It can be hard to show your personality through such curated videos that are in specific categories and like the ones that I make. I'm not offended if you don't want to watch this, totally fine. But for those of you who stick around and want to hear me out and have just been watching my videos for a while, then I would really appreciate if you would watch this through. And I don't know, I want you guys to be on the same page with me, because it's been a while since I made like a video like this. Basically, over the past, well, I mean, honestly, ever since I moved out to LA, I've seen a gradual increase in comments from a lot of you guys being disappointed in the content that I'm creating on this channel, which I totally understand. I see it. I totally see it. And so I kind of want to give you guys my perspective on it and where I'm at in life and where I think it's going to continue and all that stuff. Whoa, that is so weird. Like, stepping outside of this is a really crazy video to be making, because whoa, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going anywhere, but just, yeah, okay, I'm gonna keep talking. Also, I'm sorry if I swear a lot, but like, I'm really not trying to have any filter tonight. And I, as a person, swear a ton. So much. I'm still gonna try to bleep it out, but like, shit, I don't care. I say shit all the time. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I'm not trying to sit here and defend myself in any way or really target any hate comments that I've been having. I'm not trying to make this like a responding to hate type of video, because actually this is a really exciting video. I'm so excited to like just kind of let you guys in on what my life has been like and stuff. But one comment that kind of has really been affecting me and that I've been seeing a lot more, especially over the last, I would say, half year, so the past 6 months, I've basically had a bunch of you guys commenting and messaging me saying, I am so disappointed to see that you have become one of those YouTubers who move out to LA for YouTube and then slow down your YouTube videos and don't make as cool of content as you used to when you moved back home. Please move back home. I hate your videos when you live out in LA, blah, blah, blah. Kind of that general type of comment. I kind of want to talk about that. For starters, I feel like I've always been pretty clear with this, but you can only repeat yourself so many times. But the reason why I moved out to LA was not for my YouTube channel. It was because of my YouTube channel, 100%, because, you know, my manager and my network and all my YouTube friends were out here and all the opportunities were out here and stuff. And so I did move here because of YouTube, 100%. You guys got me here, and I love you guys for that. Like, I have so much gratitude and love for you guys. It's insane. I think about you guys on the daily. But I did not move out here to continue my personal work on this channel. Obviously, I continued with it because this is my biggest platform and it's a great way of expressing myself, and I've been doing this for so long, so it'd feel so weird to stop, and I just didn't want to. And so I didn't stop. I'm still making videos. I've been making videos for over 7 years now. But the reason I moved out to LA is to figure out what my next thing is, because at the end of the day, I know I personally don't want YouTube to be my forever. And that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna be posting videos forever. I think down the line, I can see myself vlogging more than like sitting in front of the camera and being like, this is my favorite makeup product of the month. I really enjoy being able to share my life and capture memories that not only you guys get to see, but also I get to see when I'm older. I love vlogging so much. It brings me so much joy, and that's why I do it a ton. I'm not trying to become a daily vlogger because, oh, I cannot do that. But I love vlogging my life and showing it to you guys. The reason why I moved out to LA is to figure out what my next is. I just personally know that I am the type of person that cannot just choose one task and one challenge and be comfortable in that zone and just carry that on for the rest of my life. So in 2014, moving out to LA, I was this little fish in this big pond, all these YouTubers, and it was super exciting, and I was making videos. Then I really started to buckle down, and I was like, okay, I need to figure out what I want to do next, because I'm young right now and all these cool opportunities are coming my way, but I want to get my ducks in a row, that's right, that's the term, and start working super hard so that I can save my ass in the future and create a career out of this. Not that you can't create a career out of YouTube, because obviously so many people have, but I personally know as a human being, I just have the want to take on other things and challenge myself in different ways. So when I first moved out here, I got very into hosting, as you guys know. I started doing hosting with Awesomeness TV, then I signed with Teen Vogue and became Teen Vogue's first ever YouTube host, which was the coolest and greatest honor ever. I absolutely love my Teen Vogue family. Yeah, it was so much fun covering red carpets and having the adrenaline of just meeting people for the first time and talking to them on camera and, you know, guiding through this kind of improv-y but natural but scripted conversation. And it was kind of my first taste of like, whoa, I am still doing the same thing, but I'm a little outside of my comfort zone and I kind of like it. And so I was kind of in that zone. That contract lasted a year long, and towards the end of that contract, I kind of had a moment to myself where I realized this was such a great opportunity. I learned so much about myself and how I kind of work in front of different cameras in different situations with different people, blah, blah, blah. But I realized that hosting didn't really challenge me, I guess, as much as it did when I first started, or it wasn't really challenging me in the ways that I wanted to be, if that makes sense. I don't, it's hard to explain. Hosting was this thing that I became so like nervous about, and I like to chase after things that make me nervous because it kind of shows me personally that if I'm nervous about something, it means that I'm excited and that I care about the outcome and everything leading up to it, right? And so here's where acting comes into play. Obviously you guys see that I'm pretty deep into acting now, and it is the greatest freaking thing in my life right now. It is bringing me so much joy and I love it so much. I'm gonna talk about it in a little bit, but basically going back to the timeline, the story that I've been telling you guys, towards the end of my little hosting adventure, let me take a sip of coffee real quick. I basically sat with my manager at the time and I was like, okay, acting has always been something that I've been interested in. I've always been fascinated by it, and I've always, you know, been curious about it, but it, for some reason, always felt like this unattainable, intimidating thing that I just never thought I can get to because I didn't necessarily grow up in that sort of environment. There was always a part of me that wanted to try out plays in high school, but I was already on the tennis team, which called for a lot of my after school time, and by then I was already full-blown being a YouTuber because I started back in 7th grade, and so I never got to do that. And then moving out shortly after switching over to online school, being 18, moving out here, starting that, there was no time period for me to really take any acting classes or whatever. And so anyways, you know, it always like felt like one of those things that I just thought maybe like weren't in the cards. And towards the end of all of that hosting and that kind of year, I had a realization that at the end of the day, we are all human, right? And we are capable of so much more than we believe to be, because for any of you who have seen like my deeper videos where I talk about happiness and motivation and all that stuff, you guys know I'm so into your thoughts becoming your reality, and you know, how much of everything that's out here is, you know, also rooted and it starts from within you. And so I had this realization of like, oh my God, if someone had told me 10 years ago that I was gonna be hosting on like red carpets for Teen Vogue, I would have screamed and been like, nah, no, I'm not your girl. No, not gonna do that. And then I did it. I kind of thought to myself like, well, if there's something inside of me that really wants to do it, like, let's just freaking do it. I mean, I kind of just jumped in the water head first with hosting. Why don't I try that with acting? And so I hit up my manager at the time and I was like, I don't know how this works. I don't have a lot of experience, but this is something that like I've really been itching to do. Can you just throw me into auditions? As you guys know, Tagged, the show that I am on, that was like my second audition, I think, and somehow the casting director saw something in me, which is awesome. I feel like watching season 1 for me is like painful because obviously I'm just so hard on myself and I'm such a critic. Anyways, filming Tagged kind of started this whole new era of my life, this phase that I'm currently still in and that I'm still growing through and experiencing. I just realized how much I freaking love being on set and telling a story through a different voice in a different world with different characters and under different circumstances. The whole idea of it is just like so freaking cool to me. I just respect the art of acting so much. I think it takes so much energy and so much focus on like being present and preparation, and I'm just fascinated by all of it and all the people that all come together every single day for 12 hours working towards the same goal. I think it's just so freaking cool. And so straight after Tagged season 1, I definitely was bit with the acting bug, for sure. I came back being like, oh my god, let's freaking do this. Let's go on auditions. Let's do it. Bada bing, bada boom. Everything kind of started to fall into place, right? So booked another show with Awesomeness called The Commute. If you guys have seen that, it's the most darling show ever with Steph and Argus. We actually wrapped season 2 a few weeks ago, and I am so incredibly proud and so excited for you guys to see it. I've like low-key been like just completely bugging the director, Becca. I mean, we're like best friends now, but she's been showing me little sneak peeks and all that stuff. And this is kind of the first project where I'm like, whoa, okay, I'm really excited for the world to see this. So yeah, that's great. And like, oh my god, tomorrow I'm going to the screening for Tagged season 2, and I'm so excited to see the first 3 episodes. And so yeah, okay, basically, sorry, I'm getting on like random tangent. Anyways, once I started kind of, you know, getting into acting, things started to kind of snowball. I signed with an agent. I continued to go on so many auditions, and if you guys don't know how the audition process works, since I kind of jumped into this, I would take every audition very seriously and memorize every single line and practice it a bunch. I've annoyed my roommates so many damn times by being like, Andrew, can you read these lines with me? And then just freaking out the day of the audition, all this stuff. It just takes so much out of you. And so anyways, everything starts to continue, and I'm kind of at a point right now where the whole acting thing is really starting to happen, and it's a little scary because through all of this, my YouTube channel has definitely suffered. It has definitely bruised up and been affected by this whole thing. And so that is kind of why I want to make this video and just talk about where I'm at with you guys as far as this channel, because it's so painful for me to read comments being like, you've just become one of those YouTubers who don't care and don't put the same quality in their videos, and I miss the old you and all this stuff. I kind of just want to get you guys on the same page. Basically, I started making YouTube videos to give the creative muscle in my brain something to do, something to work on, right? I was living in a small town near Chicago, and I had a shitload of free time and so many different ideas for so many random things, and YouTube was the first thing that was kind of like, oh, let's try this out. And I hopped on board and I started doing it, and I fell in love with it. And I created so many cool ass videos that I'm so proud of, all the different lookbooks and whatever, and I just loved sitting at nighttime until like 6 a.m., like literally editing and putting so much time into one title slide and having all this shit move and like cool everything. I loved it so much, and a lot of you guys love those videos too, and you bring it up and you're like, dude, where's that cool content? All you're making nowadays are like half-ass sit-down videos and the occasional cool video. It sucks. It definitely sucks to know that that kind of shift or change has happened, but you guys, like, I'm human at the end of the day. I've been doing this for 7 years, and kind of the same way how I felt with hosting, when I think about YouTube, I know that I have the capability to like make something very cool because I love to edit and I love planning out videos and choosing the music and color correcting and everything, and I know I can do that stuff. And so I think I've just reached a point in my life where I have found kind of this new outlet that requires so much time and so much energy and so much mental brain power and focus, and I am just so freaking happy doing it. And it sucks because there's this YouTube channel that I have just nurtured for 7 years, and I've loved and put so much effort into, and hours and creativity and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like, I'm the type of person where if I were to just stay in this comfort zone and continue to do this, I would drive myself insane. I would completely go crazy. For me personally, a lot of my YouTube videos I actually just make alone. Like, I hate asking people to help me film. I usually try to do tripod stuff, and then I just sit on my desk and I edit and all that stuff. And so it's kind of like a very lengthy, tedious, kind of lonely process. And like, a lot of YouTubers could agree with that. You know, you're spending so many hours by yourself editing and planning and filming and lighting up and all that stuff, and it's a lonely process. And I think maybe because I jumped straight into work versus going to college, I kind of lost like that little chunk of my early 20s, kind of, you know, starting to get into adulthood, whatever. I kind of lost that little phase of like going to college and still being in that kind of social pool of people where you're surrounded by people who are not only your friends but also peers and teachers of it, you know, all ages and all this stuff. And when I started acting, it kind of opened up this whole new aspect to my life where I am interacting with people of all ages and all backgrounds, and I'm learning so much, and I'm making so many friendships, and I'm learning so much about myself. And while doing all of that, I'm also working on something that is challenging me in a way that I've never been challenged. And so it's fascinating and I love it. You know, if there's like a random week, I have to burp. If there's like a month where I don't post videos, which kind of basically happened last month because I disappeared for 3 weeks shooting the commute. But if I miss a few weeks, or if my video just seems kind of like rushed and simple and whatever, it's never because I'm lazy. I never want you guys to think that, because I'm a perfectionist with my work, and trust me, like, my management knows how frustrated I get and how stressed out I get trying to balance having an online presence and this online brand and making sure I'm keeping up with Instagram and all these platforms, but then also trying to be taken seriously in this whole acting industry that I'm getting into, and that it's still foreign, and going on auditions and filming, but then also trying to have somewhat of a social life, and that is just like a whole nother thing. I literally don't see anyone besides my roommates besides like on the weekends. So juggling all of that is essentially what affected my YouTube channel. And so I never want you guys to think that it's out of laziness, because every single day I wake up and I make my freaking bed, except for today because, I mean, it's kind of made, but I was in a rush. But every single morning I get up and I have a to-do list and I have things to do. And I know I don't have to defend myself, but I think it's just really, I don't know, it sometimes just hurts reading comments of some of you guys being like, oh my gosh, what are you doing with your time? You're so lazy, blah, 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 blah. Like, you disappointed me so much over the past year. I know that I don't necessarily need to make all of you guys happy. At the end of the day, I just have to do what makes me happy, because this is my life, and every day the things that I'm doing, it's all leading to who I'm going to become, and you know, just whatever, you guys know. I'm sure at this point a lot of you guys are thinking, well, Claudia, if you know you're so busy with all this other stuff that you're going on, why even bother uploading videos that, you know, aren't as cool as your old ones and stuff like that? And so I really wanted to make a strong point of like how much I still enjoy talking to you guys and how much I enjoy reading your comments and continuing this relationship, because at the end of the day, when I'm creating this stuff, obviously I'm so excited for like my friends and family to see it, but I'm always constantly thinking about what you guys are gonna think about it. Or while I was filming on the set of Commute, I wanted to vlog so badly to be able to show you guys a behind the scenes kind of video, a compilation of what's been going on, because I guess growing up in front of the camera, I subconsciously just have this part of me that's like, oh my god, this is happening, I want to share it with everyone, so I'm gonna pull out a vlog camera or pull out Snapchat or whatever and share it with you guys. This is not a video of me being like, all right, goodbye YouTube channel, not at all. Like, there's still a very, very huge part of me that loves making haul videos and favorites videos and random Q&As. I've started a slumber series this year, which honestly, I did because I just wanted an excuse to collab with more people. I've always been the type of YouTuber that just like never collabs with other YouTubers, and this is kind of a series that forces me to film with other YouTubers and just create, you know, cool, fun, little quirky content. And so I still love all of that. I definitely do, but I think I just fell into this like really scared phase of YouTubers always having the pressure of uploading every single week and having it be a really good video that's going to get the same amount of views as all the other videos and all this stuff. And you just kind of fall into this like, oh my god, I'm like so overwhelmed with this entire week, but I still have to upload a video and blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna try to slow down with videos or anything, but I just really wanted to sit down with you guys this week and just real and be like, yo, there's a lot happening, but I still care for you guys just as much as I did in the beginning, and I just don't want you guys to think that I don't care about you and that I don't care about this channel just because I've had to cut back on the hours that I'm mentally able to work on my YouTube and the amount of energy I'm allowed to put in, because at the end of the day, like, I'm chasing after something that makes me so happy, and I can tell like I want to put in my hours for this because this is what I want to do when I'm like 35, 25, 40, whatever. I just love it. I really do. Saturday night, I was laying in bed with Rebecca, one of my best friends, and we were laying in bed and just kind of talking about, you know, what we think the meaning of life is and like where we think our souls go after death, if there's a hell and a heaven or if there's a higher power, and we were talking all about that. And then it also kind of led to YouTube and all this stuff, and I was reading the comments on a few of my videos and stuff, and I started kind of getting upset, and then I had this realization of like, oh my god, I just need to talk to these people and update them as to why like things are changing and that I'm human and I'm growing up, and I would never ever wish for someone to just stay in the same path their entire life. I think as a human you should go through different challenges and different things, and just that's personally how I kind of view life. I think you should experience as much as you can and meet as many people as you can and learn as many lessons as you can, and the whole idea of like being uncomfortable and challenging yourself and dropping and kicking down all those walls of self-doubt and not feeling like you can do something, you're not capable of it, when at the end of the day, like, we all have hands, we all have brains, we all have everything. I am so happy and blessed that I was born healthy and that I grew up in a very safe lifestyle, and I've, you know, been able to fall into this beautiful life where I have the freedom to be able to really take control of my life. And I guess that's just what I'm doing. I'm growing up and I'm figuring it out, and it's kind of cool to bring you guys along, but of course it totally makes sense why so many of you guys are like, bish, where have you been? What are you doing? Hello, don't forget about us. And I don't. I haven't forgotten about you guys. Oh my god, like, you guys, I think about it all the freaking time. It sucks that half the time it's more me just being stressed, like, oh my god, I haven't uploaded a lookbook in so long, but it's just, I'm just putting my creativity into other things. Rebecca and I kind of had that conversation, and that's kind of what just like set me, and I was basically just rambling about all this stuff and just being like, oh my god, I just need to get this off my chest, I need to talk about it. And then this is like totally random, but also I've read comments of people feeling like I've changed on my Instagram, being like, oh my god, she's trying so hard to be like an Instagram model, baddie, whatever, like posting photos of herself, and like, ugh, I like totally fall into the habit of feeling like I just need to defend myself and just be like, no, wait. But like, yes, I share my life with you guys on Instagram, and I'm constantly posting on like Snapchat and all that stuff. But, you know, there's a sense of branding yourself and posting the right type of content that will keep the general larger audience engaged and continue to grow and all that stuff, because I'm in the business where numbers are a thing. Like, sucks to say that. I hate it. I like hate feeling like I need to post a bunch of photos for Coachella weekend and make sure my outfits are fire and all that stuff. Like, it's so exhausting, because at the end of the day, oh my god, like, I never ever in a million years would ever wish this weird sort of pressure on anyone. And I know that I'm a very small, tiny little speck in, like, you know, compared to the broader sense of like fame and all that stuff. Like, I'm a tiny little whatever, but to have that little taste of this weird pressure that gets thrown on you, it's really weird. It's really not normal. But with the type of interest that I have, like, this kind of stuff comes along. But at the end of the day, it's also incredible because you guys, for like, I mean, this is just like the tiny percentage too that, you know, I get hate and stuff. Most of you guys are the greatest people ever. You guys say the sweetest things, and you always make my day, and you kind of always ground me and help me realize like how crazy this life is, because it's not normal. It's weird. I have no idea what kind of feedback this video is gonna get, but also I've kind of reached a point where I am just ready to just not give a fuck at all. I just want to remind you guys that like I am very aware of everything that I'm posting and everything that you guys might be feeling, and like the last thing I ever want to do is like place any negativity in your life. I never like want to disappoint you guys or make you feel not cared or cheated on. I don't even know what the words I'm trying to say, but we're all on our own individual paths, and like I selfishly just want to do what makes me happiest, and that is just how I've always wanted to follow my life and make the decisions that I do. I just run after what makes me happy, and it has led to days where I literally lay in bed and I just start crying because I'm so happy. Like, fuck, it's happening right now. I'm just so happy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fuck. I told myself like, don't cry this video. Oh my god, my face is getting so red. Gosh, wow. So weird. Fuck. It's just so weird to be having this conversation with you guys, because like, whew, it feels like I literally started this channel a year ago, but no, it's been like 7 years. I'm such a mess. Oh my god. Whew. Okay, to wrap up this video, because it's way too long already, this video and everything I'm trying to say is coming from a good place. I love you guys so much. I'm so thankful for you, and the point that I'm at right now has been because of you guys, and you guys have given me the opportunity to work so hard on the craziest path that I never thought I would go down. Yeah, I just want you guys to know that like, I'm human, and I love you guys, and I am so excited to just continue to work my ass off. I've got a lot of things in the works. I probably can't say any of it, but like lots of acting in the future. You know, if I do take like a week off, or if I post a video that seems a little short or whatever, I'm posting that video because I want to sit down and talk to you guys, and I still want this part of my life to still be a part of my life. It's not because I don't care about it. Oh my god, I'm such a cheeseball. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, well, that is it for today's video. God, I hope the feedback is like okay on this video. I hope no one attacks me, but yeah, I just like, not, you know what? I don't even care. I don't care. Whatever. It's fine. I'm human. It's fine. Life is so weird. All right. I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys for a new video very soon. Nothing is really going to change. Like, I'm still going to post stuff, but I just, you know, there has been changes. And so I want to address those. I want you guys to be a part of my life, and I just want to be honest and real and all of that. Okay. I need to like stop talking. All right. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you later. Jesus Christ.